Hello everybody, welcome back to another fantastic video. My name's Kenny and welcome back. So, it is the 12th of July when you're seeing this. For me, it is the 2nd of June. And we're going to do another taking Dante for a walk with some original Wolfen film. So this is the last of the original Wolfen film, as you can see. The 5th. So we'll end up sending this off at some point. But we've got a lot of films to send off still. Of course, you're still seeing, well, you just saw the archiving of the Kodak Gold films that we just shot, of course, and the original Wolf and other episodes, as well as viewing the photos. So it is the 12th of July by the time you're seeing this film in the episode list. Of course, in a couple of days for me, I'll be shooting on holiday near enough Bridlington again. So that's interesting. That's what's coming up. So it'll be this and a couple of Bridlington and Caravan Park and all of that. But I'll talk more about that in the next episode. So I'll be shooting this with our Canon 650. And of course you've got the 3570 on here at the moment. That was the last episode. So let's go and swap lenses to the 100 to 300mm f5.6. You saw me unbox this quite a while ago. And so we are going to be reviewing this and see what the photos look like. So I'm going to swap the lenses over. There we go. It's going to be much more heavier though, what I've noticed. So, I don't know. Would it be interesting? It's not really going to be my walk around lens, as it just seems to be very huge. And I feel like it's going to slip quite a lot when you're walking. But this is the first time we actually going to be shooting with this lens. The second time will be with the Kodak Gold film. So, and that will be on holiday as well. So let's unbox this. Well, you know the gist. You've seen me do this multiple times. Actually, this one doesn't seem to want to open for me. There you go. We've got it open. So, here's the original Wolfen. This is our fifth roll. Be quite sad to see this one, see it go from the series. For now, we'll be back shooting it on the 2026 for the camera, but it's not the last time we'll be seeing these rolls, as the Pentax MZ series is still going. So, but that'll be finished off. But this is the end of the Canon 650 rolls. So I've got to try and make it decent. So we're going to open up the back, pop this in, slide it across. You've seen me do this multiple times. And push that in, close it up, and it should lock. There we go. And then we're going to shoot once with the lens cap on. Can we put that? Yep. And we're going to shoot again, but this time with the date stamp. So that's the 2nd, the 6th, yep. I'm going to switch the date stamp off. And then there we go. At least the date will be on the picture. I don't know if it's going to actually be there, but so it's going to missing 2, so technically we're going to end up with about 34 pictures at the most, which is fine. I don't really need 36 shots of Dante. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will go take Dante for a walk, and I'll see you in a bit for the 5th roll of original Wolfen in the Canon 650. Right, what I can say, we shot 13, we're shooting at 1/25th, as we always do. It's trying to push it to about some sort of exposures, but this lens, it's not the most practical as a telephoto. I mean, my 75-300 was more practical than this lens. This one's slightly more heavier, but we shot that on this day as well. But so yeah, we're going to have some interesting shots of Dante, using the 100mm. That one was at 300mm that you saw, and I think that went to about 13. Just try not to injure him today. So it is like working. I don't know what the pictures are like, but like I said, this is the most impractical lens ever. It's just far too heavy, but also we got quite a bit of photos that we're going to be taking with this lens, because every new film will be using this lens. You know, the amount of shots that I kind of just miss because he moves around so bloody much. Also, I would love to know about the L series version of this lens, if it's more practical. But yeah. But yeah, I'm loving the lens, it's just very impractical. Of course, less impractical than the 35 to 70 that we did earlier, well, in the previous episode. But since we can zoom to 100 to 300 instead of 70, but I wanted to take as many pictures as I can before the light changed. It's allowing me to get a lot more focals, because Dante gave up the other time. Right, finally took the last shot. It's rewinding. And that is it. That is the Canon EOS 100 to 300mm f5.6 lens right there from Canon. It was interesting. Not sure how any of these pictures are going to come out. I'll be sending off these rolls at some point, because we will probably send these off first for the Pentax ones next week. And then you've got Ilford 100 coming as well for this camera, and then some Kodak Color Plus and some gold. Well, the last two rolls of gold for the two cameras. So yeah, so what's coming in the week is going to be interesting. Anyway, that's it for me in the field. I'll be back at home when we will undo the back of the camera and write on it what we want. See you in a bit. Right, so we are back with our fifth roll, the ending of our fifth roll of film, with the 100 to 300mm. Can't wait to see the pictures in these. Actually, talking about before let's empty it. So let's take that out. Let's pop our fifth roll of film for our last roll of film in the canister or the little tub, and I'll be marking it today's date. Yeah, our fifth roll of film and our last for the Pentax MZ60. I don't know, it just feels interesting. Of course, it's not really the last. I will shoot more next year. But a fifth roll of film. And talking about a fifth, we got our negatives for our second roll right here. So that's our negatives for a second roll. Of course, they're not in the actual archival sleeves that you expect it to be in, but we will be doing that at some point. But you will be seeing that way before this episode. This is coming out on the 12th, and I believe archiving these negatives will be out roughly at the start of July, so you'll be seeing those way before this episode on the 12th of July. So just a little bit of a continuation is we got the ones for the 650 on the second roll, and also the second roll on the Pentax MZ60 as well. So there's the continuation of when this was actually recorded on the 2nd of June. I get the negatives for actually at the beginning of May. Well, these were shot in March, so that's, yeah, it does take a while for the negatives to come. That's why, and then the photos. That's why these videos are in 3 parts. So, how was it? The 100 and 300, like I said in the previous video, in the previous clip, is difficult. What I've noticed is that it jiggles itself out while you're walking. So when I'm walking around with it, it ends up at 300mm, which is like very top heavy when I'm walking around. But we'll be trying again with the Kodak Gold, our final roll of Kodak Gold, a little bit later. But you'll probably see that for the next part of July, the rest of July. You'll be seeing those rolls. Yeah. And then, of course, you've got the Pentax MZ60, the final 3 rolls for the year. Then you've got Kodak Gold, the final 2 for the Pentax MZ60. 650 coming. And I don't know if we're going to do Ilford or Kodachrome, which ones will come first. Then we've got some Cinestill coming and all of that. It's all go. But, yeah. So, those will be archived. Well, these will be archived way before you'll be seeing this video, so I don't know why I'm talking about them, because they will already be archived by the time you see this, and you'll be seeing that video. So I'll be sending them off at some point in the future. Well, actually, while you're watching this, I've probably already sent them off for July. Maybe June. I don't know what I'll be sending off. But by the time you're watching this, I'll probably already have sent them off. So that, because next time I get paid, they'll be sent off by the end of June. So these rolls will be sent off. So yeah, that's it for this roll. Next time you won't really be seeing this roll of film in my hands. The next time you'll be seeing the pictures, then the negatives. So it goes from this to basically just this. It may take a while because black and white takes literally an entire week to process. So you got that. I mean, for colour it takes a couple of days, but for black and white it takes an entire week to process, and then it takes 10 days after that to actually get the negatives. So even though I sent that roll at the beginning of the month, last month, I didn't get the rolls back till now. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. It's the 12th of July, and there will be more content coming straight after this one. You've got all of my holiday coming from the 7th of June to the 14th of June. The 28th, I'm doing an event as well, so that'll be on Shot and Film. Then you've got Peterborough Pride in July. So when you're watching this, I'll probably have done, well, it's the 12th of June, July. When you're watching this, on the 19th of July, I'll be doing Peterborough Pride. I don't know what else prides I'll be doing. Don't know yet. But that is it for the final roll of the Dante pictures. So next time you'll be seeing this roll will be the photos, then the negatives. So that's it from me, and next time you see me will be sometime during the holiday. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.